Stein from the East Valley Family YMCA.
My name is Entrepreneur Zion from the Crescenta Valley Family YMCA.
My name is Thomas Schramm from the East Valley Family YMCA.
My name is Henry Fix from the Copeland Palms Family YMCA.
My name is Nova Aquam from the Palisades Y.
What problems do you presently see with issues and activism? And what changes can you promise to protect the rights of delegates to organize?
Currently in INA, a lot of delegates don't feel represented by their party. I think in the future, we should abolish INA. I know it's kind of crazy, but this program has caused so many problems, so many forms of division for us, which is unfortunate because this program is all about bringing people together.
I think INA has a lot of power, and that's something that we see because it's a direct connection between youth and government and activism outside, giving us the power to actually facilitate change in Sacramento in our own communities. If candidates are running in their parties, not based off of their delegations, but based off of their political ideologies, that's going to help smaller delegations.
I absolutely agree with the issues and activism part of INA. INA is amazing. We can't change the system and tweak it to better serve the wants of the delegates. But something else I think we should do is implementing a forum issues and activism.
How will you as Chief Justice plan to incorporate the courts different than in past years?
I feel like it's no secret that the court program is isolated from the rest of the program. I feel like the perfect way to summarize this is the media article that was written about the CJ election called The Forgotten Position. Another thing that said a lot is that we need more media representation, but it's most important that at the start of the YNG season that we get more delegates involved in the court program. I think that we should have more leadership opportunities offered to assist the Chief Justice.
And I saw a lot of people wanting to do more integration with court and the other program areas, and I thought, why? Court is separate. Court is not ledge houses. Court is not NIC. We need to implement a mentor program so that people have resources to look to so they can understand case law.
If a delegate has no opinion on who they wish to vote for, how would you push a delegate to vote rather than abstain?
If you don't care about a candidate, actually find the issues they're passionate about and see which candidate aligns with them. Because if you find a collective goal, find a collective passion, you can use that to your advantage.
I think the best thing we can do is extend the voting period. So rather than it just being a couple hours where you're forced to find a candidate, you can have more time to really get to know those candidates. It's going to allow for people to be more educated about who they're voting for. And if you're more educated, you are more likely to vote.
So there's an inherent problem with this question in and of itself, and that is that, well, what if a delegate does not care whatsoever about who he's voting for? We all have a responsibility to reach out to delegates who couldn't care less about traditional issues. I mean, this is something I talked about earlier. Just because a policy affects such a small amount of people doesn't mean that you shouldn't pursue it.
I think we need to make more mandatory debates if we want to get people more involved. Also, I love what the Grizzly Party did. They DM'd all of us and they asked us what our opinions on certain issues. Having all of us answer those questions so that when people vote, they have access to see what our answers on those specific issues are so that they can make a more informed decision.
I definitely agree with Nova that there needs to be more information out there about the candidates. Online and social media is a wonderful way to do this. Another way to do it is that whenever we're actually voting, it's been mentioned by several candidates before, but ranked choice voting, if you are indecisive about what candidate you want to vote for, through ranked choice voting, you're not limited to just one candidate.
I cannot thank you guys enough for attending this. This was only made possible by you guys. Hey, would you like to say anything?
Just thank you so much for taking time to have your lunch just to watch it and ask questions.